What is up, Titan Nation? Hope everybody's doing good out there. I know it's been a while since I posted, probably about a month and a half, 40-something days or something, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm back. I'm so glad to be back. Had some family situation that I had to tend to, and but anyways, I'm so excited about the channel and the future of this channel and the Titan Upload Network as a whole. We got some really cool things coming up. Got some cool things planned for the channel. Sorry I couldn't do any draft coverage, but I did want to kind of release my initial thoughts on the draft and what's going on in Titan world, in the Tennessee Titans world. As far as the draft goes, I was very happy with the draft. I know, there was some questionable things. I think, if you're going to trade AJ, that was probably the best way to do it because, not only do you not have to pay much of his salary, you kind of get to dump it on Philadelphia, which was good. And we picked up a first rounder out of it and a fourth rounder. I'm excited about Traylon Burks. There's been a lot of reports coming out that he's not ready and blah, blah, blah. I mean, the guy's been out 5 days. I mean, let's give him a break. He's been practicing, like a total of 5 days in the OTAs. And we all know the OTAs don't mean anything. They're not in pads. They're not in anything. It's a hard transition coming from college to pro, and I think he'll make that transition. I mean, the guy's, he's what, 6'2", 6'3", 225. One of the best receivers in college football. I mean, maybe the best. Some people were predicting him to be the first receiver taken. I think he kind of fills that hole that AJ left. Now, obviously, he's not a veteran, he's a rookie, so you never know what's going to happen. It could go both ways. It could be a bust. We haven't had much luck in drafting receivers in the past, especially in the first round. I mean, AJ, we made a splash in the second round for when we drafted him, but I think that, I think Traylon Burks is going to be good, I mean, a lot of people said the same thing about Jamar Chase, when he was in the offseason, that he went and he was, dropping passes and things like that. He wasn't ready. Well, look what he did. And the league has changed. I mean, now you got these young receivers are starting to make huge splashes right when they get out of college. I mean, look at the last few years at some of these guys, Justin Jefferson, Chase, and who else? I mean, there's a list of other guys that have produced right away, and they're going to need that from Traylon. Now, I mean, as far as, we could use some more depth. I mean, Robert Woods, it's a good sign that he's already up and running, that he's doing workouts, that he's making cuts. So he'll be ready to go. But we do need some depth. I mean, we drafted a guy, Phillips, I think what's the 5th round. He's a slot guy, returner. I expect Mason Kinsey to make a huge push to make this roster this season. I think that he's been working like a madman, and I am a Kinsey loyalist. Everybody knows that, but the dude has talent, and there's a reason that he's been fighting to get on this roster for, 2 solid years now. I mean, maybe 3, but the first one didn't really count because he went to New England. But I think that he's got a real shot to make it and contribute. Des Fitzpatrick, who else we got? A few other guys that are kind of low on the depth chart. I hope Des pans out. It'd be nice to see him produce, and, the pickup of the tackle, Pierre. I think it's a good pickup. We'll see if he's able to start right away. We sure could use him. I like the tight end, Chig. He was the fastest tight end coming out of college into the draft. I think he's a great pickup. I mean, you need a guy that can come in there, make a play. He's like 6'4", 238, something like that. So he's a smaller tight end, but hopefully he can bulk up a little bit, and hopefully he can block, because that's what they need. I really like the McCreary pick, the cornerback. He's somebody that they really like. He's a press corner. He's physical. They said he has short arms, but I don't think that's going to make a huge difference. But it's good to have a guy like that who could possibly step in right away if Farley's not ready. I've seen Farley on the field, which is a good sign too. So, and I have a lot of faith in Farley. I think he can turn it around and really make a difference on this team. Our defense pretty much remained the same. I mean, we upgraded at corner. We already upgraded without Jackrabbit or Janoris, whatever you choose to call him. I think, you know, McCreary and Farley both fighting for that role. I mean, we're really young at corner, and Christian Fulton obviously has proved himself. We still got Byard, Hooker, possibly the number 1 and 2 safety tandem in the league, and especially according to PFF. So we'll see what Ryan Tannehill does this season. I hope that he steps up. Initial reports are he's not looking too great in OTAs. I've heard from a source of mine that Logan Woodside has actually looked phenomenal, that he hasn't missed a throw pretty much. And then, of course, you got Malik Willis, which I'm super excited about. Great value in the 3rd round. You know, if he can sit a year and kind of get his mechanics down, his arm strength is not in question. I've heard also from a source, too, that his accuracy's just been terrible, that he can't hit a broadside of the barn. So hopefully they can work on his mechanics. He can sit under Tannehill for a year. Hopefully, you know, Tannehill has a comeback season and kills it, and we don't have to worry about the quarterback situation next year. Hopefully Ryan Tannehill can turn it around and use last season as kind of a motivation. I think Derrick Henry's going to be just fine. He's already running up hills and doing his Superman workouts. I think Derrick Henry is primed to come back and have a 1,500-yard season. The kid Haskins out of Ohio State, I think he was out of what was he out of? Michigan, I think. He looks great. I mean, he's big, he's strong, he's physical, he's fast. I think that he could be a great backup for us, maybe even better than Foreman. And then, of course, you got Hillard, kind of your scat back type of guy. Tight ends, Austin Hooper. I'm very excited about him. Excited about Chig. Swaim can be that kind of third tight end utility guy. The offensive line is in question, of course. You know, they got right now Brewer starting at guard. You got the guy Jamarcus Jones from Seattle, who's kind of a swing guy, kind of a Dennis Kelly type of guy. I don't think he'll start, but he's a good depth piece. We'll see. I mean, it's going to come down to Radens and Pierre on the right side. You know, Radens was a 2nd-round pick, so it's time for him to step up and show why we picked him. And so then, of course, you got Ben Jones, you got Nate Davis, and Lewan. I think Lewan played well when he played. I don't think he's past his prime. I mean, a little bit, but I think he's still one of the top 10 tackles in the league when he's out there. So it's a matter of health. I mean, we got to be healthy. I hope they hired a new strength and conditioning coach. I think they did, or an assistant or something. And hopefully they've addressed that issue first and foremost more than anything, because the injuries is what killed us last year. And we still had 12 wins. Imagine if we would have been healthy. I mean, golly, we would have had, we might not have lost the game, you know, and that's with Tannehill playing bad. So this defense is only going to get better. I mean, these guys are going to be top 5 this year out the gate. Super excited about this upcoming season. You know, I'm upset that AJ's gone. I mean, Nashville loved AJ, you know, he was a big piece of this organization. And so hopefully we can kind of make up for that. I think Robert Woods is already an upgrade over what Julio Jones did. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, look forward to regular videos. We'll be pumping them out starting soon. I'm in the transition of moving, and so I'm trying to get all my equipment and stuff up here. We're actually recording this on my phone, but thank you so much for all the support and the prayers. I know, you know, I kind of disappeared, but it was for a good reason. And I had probably 50 messages from you guys on Twitter, people asking about me. And, of course, the people who knew me knew what was going on and what was going on with my family. So I just thank you so much for the love and support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. We're trying to get to 2,000 before the official season starts in November. So please like and subscribe, man. Tell your friends, your family who are Titans fans. If you're not Titans fans, you're more than welcome to. And a special shout out to Mark from the Titan Upload Network, and James from Titans for Life. We're going to get this network really up and rolling even more. And we got some big plans for you guys. So stay tuned, tighten up, and thank you so much for everything, everybody. Let's go.